Time for baseball on MLB Network from Citizens Bank Park in the city of brotherly love. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Seattle Mariners and the Philadelphia Phillies. Stay tuned for Phillies baseball next. Steven Strasburg, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup, great curveball, and great slider. Very, very rarely do you see a guy have a four-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. 1-1, here it is. Soft liner out toward left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Gene Segura standing in, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Gordon on at first, nobody out. And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster, D. Gordon. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues.
And he's into second safely with the stolen base. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. One out and a runner on second base. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be two bases. And now this will make it down to the 334 sign. Well, that stolen base a minute ago just became that much more important.
Yeah, man, if the runner's on first, this hit may or may not bring him home, but he was on second, so he cruises across the plate for the run. It's all about finding ways to manufacture runs, and they did just that there.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is right there as he takes it for the second out. Into the box, Kyle Seager. And the Mariners trying to make this first inning even bigger here. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is under it, and the inning is over. Mariners pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first at Citizens Bank Park. And the M's are off to an early 1-0. James Paxton gets the ball for Seattle in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, there's lots to like about this lefty, James Paxton. Big arm from the left side. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettitte. The only thing, he throws about 4 or 5 miles harder than Pettitte. Paxton occasionally 97 to 98 miles an hour. Good hard overhand curveball. His changeup is getting better the more he uses it. This is one of the game's premier left-handed strikeout pitchers.
The throw into second, and he will start the bottom of the first with a leadoff two-base hit.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
So striding in, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The tying run is in to score from second.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Digging in, Mike Trout. And the Phillies trying to make this first inning even better here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. And it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Stepping into the box, Aaron Judge, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. Back up the middle. Hernandez ranging up the middle, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Throwing to second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
In now, Johnny Bench. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And there are 2 away now. Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-1 Philly. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Vogelbach stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. 1 out, nobody on. Vogelbach behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Mike Margima. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. The 2-0. Grounded foul off to the right. Swings through the slider there.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Coming to the plate now, Adrian Beltre. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And let's focus on Kyle Seager right here. Former Gold Glove third baseman. Plays a reliable third base. I think something that he does better than anybody is the ability to come in on those swinging bunts or guys trying to lay a bunt down on him. He has the ability to have such soft hands and make that off-balance throw to first base.
High in the air out to center field. Gordon sprinting after it. 2 gone. Back to the top of the order now, and here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left, and they can't run it down. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Gordon moves over. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down in order, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Digging in now, James Paxton. 9-1-2 due up. He's set. Here it comes. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Ready with another 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
This is on the ground over to first. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Into the box now, Gene Segura. Checked his swing there and pops this one up. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Seattle. They still trail it here 3-1. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Gordon looks up and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. And the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Ready now, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The catcher,
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Striding into the box, Johnny Bench. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land out there just foul. The 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, left fielder, Reese.
Now at the plate, Reese Hoskins. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Paxton comes set. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. 3 complete from Citizens Bank Park. It's now 4-1 Philadelphia. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger.
Leading off for Seattle, right fielder.
He's set, and the pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Seattle, left fielder.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And Arenado will make the catch to retire the side. Mariners are down in order. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Now batting, Adrian Beltre comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Adrian Beltre.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The pitcher, number 37, Steven.
Now in the box, Steven Strasburg. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Popped up. Hernandez is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
Up next for Philadelphia, second baseman, Joe.
So the batting order
Morgan
turns over now, and set to go Joe Morgan. Paxton peers in. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Gordon is over, and that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they lead it 4-1. Settling in now, Dan Vogelbach. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play.
The catcher, number 28, Mike Martin.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Mike Margima. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Morgan ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batter, pitcher.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, James Paxton, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ball 1. Mariners pitcher with a 1-1 count.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Line to the right side, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him. But not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. They trail it 4-1. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Paul Goldschmidt. He went deep last time up.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Gordon will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He had that 2-run home run back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball, or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. A potentially big 2-out hit as it brings up Nolan Arenado next. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Here's Nolan Arenado. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Ready once again, Johnny Bench. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. In now, Gene Segura. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And he just misses with a curveball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Grounded to short. Fielded by Beltran. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Hit down the third baseline. Arenado's got it. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away. Next for Seattle, Mitch Haniger. He went down on strikes last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Phillies lead it 4-1. Juan Nicasio enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 12, Juan Nicasio.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
Left fielder, Rhys.
Here comes the first pitch. Right side hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Standing in, Adrian Beltran. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Hoskins rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Standing in now, Steven Strasburg. Now that's popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and there's one down now.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joe Morgan. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound.
Now batting, third baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So digging in now, Paul Goldschmidt. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! Two-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. His second home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues. But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys,
you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll be the second out.
The batter, number 28, third baseman.
At the plate, Nolan Arenado. Now here's the pitch. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Gordon. And that's the third out. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Dan Vogelbach is next, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail big. It's 9-1. Ready for another shot now. Johnny Bench. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He swings and grounds it to short, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Into the box, Adrian Beltre. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Gordon is there, 2 gone. Now he'll throw back to first. On to first, and they get the double play. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Phillies 9 and the Mariners 1. At the plate, Mike Margima. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Jason Hayward will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a liner. Foul. Called strike 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Here comes another 0-2. Here's a high pop-up. Arenado moving to his left, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, center fielder.
Here's D. Gordon now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First offering on its way. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Towards second, and this is taken for the out. 1 left for Seattle. They trail big. It's 9-1. David Phelps enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
David Phelps.
Digging in, Steven Strasburg. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Into the box now, Joe Morgan lifted the other way to left center. Gordon over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Back in the city of brotherly love for the 9th inning of this one on MLB Network. Digging in, the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats, you can't mill in your chances as a professional.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. This is pulled into right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mitch Haniger. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. The 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Hernandez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Soft liner to the right side. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Digging in, Ben Gamble. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the Phillies skipper on his way out toward the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. So he'll depart as he couldn't quite get that final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe. Billy Wagner gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. He's set. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 2 out with the man at first. Wagner is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty D, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
Standing in now, Dan Vogelbach, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Beltran is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Philadelphia Phillies get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Steven Strasburg earns the victory on the mound. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plazak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line scores tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 9 runs, 16 hits, no errors, left 7 runs.